So here are the current banners we have in Another Eden, and here's what I think you should be pulling for and what you may want to miss. So obviously you want to be doing this one. So this is a daily pull. So for 10 days, every day, you get one free pull. And on the 10th day, you get a guaranteed 5-star. In my experience, that 5-star is rarely the character, like a good character, but it's still a free 5-star, right? And every day, normally, they're pretty average characters. If you look at the rates, they're pretty low for every character. Look at this. So if you're thinking of getting Annabelle, just as an example, Suzette, Butterfly Warrior, that you get a 0.4% chance of getting it. So they're really low chances of getting a good character in the dailies. And then obviously, if you have money, and we're giving away at least two on this stream, you can get the Star Dream Encounter. So this is everyone's favorite paid banner, where you can pick any character up to, I believe, Suzette AS in this particular banner, and you can just get them guaranteed. Just pick exactly who you want. You also get a free 10 pull that goes along with it. So you get free 10 pull, and then you'll get to choose the character you want. The only thing is, it's not a Stellar Awakened character, just a 5-star version of the character you want. And for anyone who's stuck on choosing, you can look at my latest video where I'll give tips on my top 7, my personal top 7 characters. Also, if you join my Discord, go to the Another Eden then tier list. MPG's donated his personal tier list of characters, which are pretty good. So check it out, join my Discord. And then obviously we've got the Mirus extra style. She's the current featured character in the game. So this is the paid and free version of this banner. With the paid version of the featured character banner, typically you get a 10% chance of pulling them on the 10th pull. Is she worth it? Is she more of a support? She's a water support, right? She does have slash attacks. I'm just going off memory here, I could be completely wrong. But the thing is, she only improves the team if you have a multi-element team. So she can be picky for those who don't really have much variety in the team. Well, but she could be good if you do have a lot of variety in the team. If you don't have a pure element unit yet, let's say you're new to the game, and you have a fire, you've got a wind, you've got an earth, and then you've got her, then she will improve your team. Her buffs will help improve that. Anyway, stay tuned, I'll do a more detailed guide. And then we've got this, another paid banner, which is this Titan Star Chart. You get a guaranteed Locator who currently has a weapon tempering, and he's just got his Stellar Awakening. You'll get Locator guaranteed. You get a 10% chance of getting any of these characters, plus you get a guaranteed Locator. None of these characters I think are worth getting. Yeah, I think you can, with this paid one, only get this if you want to Stellar Awaken your Locator, but he's not necessary for your game. He's strong, but he's definitely not the best damage dealer in the game. So you don't need to go hard to try and get this, my opinion. So No Hacks has just talked about Mirus extra style. He says she is good for low turn meme clears. Her whole different element isn't important since only 2 of her skills get affected by it. Only one of them is decent. She's still okay overall. Okay, still okay. Would you use her more as a damage dealer? So he says 2 of her skills, which do improve the team based on multi-element team, aren't even that important. You need to know what you're doing to use her effectively. So she's one of those characters where you need to think a lot. So if you like thinking a lot, maybe she's for you. Here's another paid one. Let's look at the details here. So on the 10th pull, you get one guaranteed. One of these guaranteed. They're all good characters, except maybe Leclerc Alter, who's this one. You can see me tapping on. And maybe Shigure Alter. They're not really the best. Oh, okay. There are a few who aren't really the best, but they could be helpful. So I've done guides on most of these. So Shion Alter. No, that's Shion Aka, sorry. So I'm tapping on Komachi AS. They're not the best. Like these 3 may not be the best. Shion ES is semi-useful for your slash teams. I've done a guide on him, so you can check that out. But I would be happy getting Valette AS, Dewey Akis, Linaria, Suzette Akis. I mean, yeah, the winners, I think you'd be really happy with Valette AS. Nearly is okay. Linaria is okay if you have a slash team. Then Suzette Akis. For some reason, your win team isn't that strong yet. Suzette Akis is top tier. She's really great. She's a great damage dealing. Who do we get with it? Oh, so this one isn't that good. So it says the chances of getting the following 5-star characters are higher than that of the other characters in the same class. Pretty crap, man. So you get a 5% chance of getting each of these characters, but they will be Stellar Awakened. So if you get these characters, they'll be Stellar Awakened. So that's the difference between these and other ones where you just get them at 5-star. They will actually be Stellar Awakened, which is good and will save you a lot of time, but that's a 95% failure rate. So you only have a 5% chance of winning one of these characters Stellar Awakened. So it's still low chances and you're paying money for it. So I may skip that if you have a limited budget. Unless you're a whale, I may skip this one. And here's an Isuka AS. I've done a whole guide on her so you can use that to kind of help you decide if she's a character you want. She's a Shade Lash character. She does have some Earth skills, but primarily I think you mainly use her for her Shade skills. She's also a Shade Dance setting character, and she has her own radical Shade stance. So she's mainly for Shade team. So the only issue I have with her, she's a great DPS, but you need to have, it'd be ideal to have a Shade team with her. And Shade supports, it's been a while since we've had some good Shade support, so you'll be relying on all the Shade supports if you want to go the Shade route. Anyway, check out my guide. I'll talk about it more. My first impressions video. And this is another paid banner. Let's look at this. Alright, so this is a paid banner where you get a 10% chance of pulling these characters. They're all great characters, except for maybe Winefika is a bit confusing. She can be good, but they're all pretty great characters, especially Shade characters. So if you got your Isuka AS and you need more Shade team members, well, this one might help you if you got a bit of money left. Here's another paid, man, there are so many paid banners. This is another Stellar Awakening, Stellar Shine banner where you have a 5% chance. Yeah, 5% chance of pulling these characters, and if you get them to Stellar Awaken, I'd be pretty happy with getting either of these characters. But once again, realistically, you have a low chance of pulling them. A 5% chance. That's really low, 95% failure rate. So, but it would be amazing. You'll be happy to get Thililili Extra Style, especially with a sidekick Moki. Is that the last paid banner? Oh, there's so many paid banners. How much money do they want? This is another good banner if you've got Isuka AS. So you do get these characters guaranteed. One of these characters guaranteed on your 10th pull. The only character I wouldn't be happy with, there'll be two characters I wouldn't be happy to pull. I wouldn't be happy to get Isuka Alter unless your goal is to side grade her to AS. Isuka Alter is pretty dated now. She's power creep. And Isuka Extra Style is pretty bad. She ain't good. But I'll be happy with Yakumo, Tuva ES. So this is Yakumo. This is Tuva ES. She'd be good. Tuva ES is pretty good with Isuka AS. And then Iffy, one of the best characters in the game. And we've talked about Mirus ES already. This is a free banner. Lukido, I wouldn't even try and pull for this. These are pretty horrible free banners. Oh, sorry, this is a good, sorry, this is a free banner. Sorry, this one's a free banner. This is a great free banner. Sorry, I didn't realize this is a free banner. This is a fantastic free banner. You get one of these characters guaranteed. This is an amazing banner. This is very rare for this game to have a generous free banner, everyone. So if you're a free player, 100%, if you don't have these characters yet, I would go for this banner. Yeah, this is a great banner. If you don't have Iffy, Tuva ES, or Yakumo, it may be worth putting a bit of Chrono Stones into this banner. So if you're a paid player, definitely I would choose the Star Dream encounter, which I'm going to give away very soon. And this is the one I would choose if I was a paid player. The rest, maybe this one, if you don't have these characters, but there's a risk you'll get one you may not find that useful, or you can side grade in the future. So if you had money, I would prioritize Star Dream encounter. If you're a free player, I'd prioritize maybe this one, if you don't have these characters yet. Alright, hope that helps. Jordan says Isuka ES has a great quest. All the ES quests are pretty awesome. I agree. A few people have now messaged me saying how good Isuka ES's quest is. So if you do get her, well, I mean, play for a quest. Actually, speaking of quests, I like Winefika's quest. Alright, so let's do the giveaway, everyone.